Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Julius Overheaton, and tonight we continue the Ciel route. So yeah, we're only gonna do one day today. I'm not feeling too well, but I want to push through and do it because I want to see what happens next. But yeah, let's just get into it. Continue. There we go. At some point, you understand you do not dream. What you're seeing now is the reprise of an all too real past. All she did was invade my... What do you mean? Or perhaps it's a form of introspection and self-reproach. Welcome, Alula, welcome. Wonderful day. Thanks for stopping by. I mean, she did invade my privacy, but maybe she's more chill next time. We'll see. A refrain of both present and future in the form of a lucid dream. You do not dream. Even now, I'm not here. Tonoshiki does not know what it means to dream. And even now, I don't know you. And that's why this story must now come to an end. Undeterred and unexisting, you are dreaming of a story that has already passed. Wait, is she talking about the Etiquette route here? It's blue? Much as the snow falls, much as the waves break, much as the moon wanes. Refrain, 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 refrain. Oh. Interesting. Oh, wait, I forgot to pull up the checklist of the choices I need to make. Oh! Wait, there it is, okay. I have this now when I need, okay. Okay. I hear an unfamiliar voice. My deeply sunken consciousness awakens.
朝です。
Oh.
お目覚めの時間です。四季様。
Like I said, please don't call me Shiki-sama. I could have sworn I told you yesterday. It makes me uncomfortable. Oh. Oh. Lines. After opening my eyes, I grab my glasses from the nightstand and put them on. Immediately, the anomalies fade away. I lift myself out of bed to try and shake off my sluggishness. Where am I?
おはようございます。四季様。
The girl in the maid uniform bows.
あ、そうか。
遠
野の家に戻ってきたんだっけ。
はい。昨日はお疲れだったと存じます。
It's true. Isui's standing stiffly at attention in front of the door, eyeing me as I get my bearings. It's almost as if she were just a well-made statue. Perhaps it's because I slept in an unfamiliar room, but my mind is completely vacant. It's as though my thoughts are obscured by fog.
四季様。
Isui calls out to me. I shake my head vigorously to wake myself up.
おはよう、翡翠。わざわざ起こしてくれてありがとう。
そのようなお言葉は不要です。四季様をお起こしするのが私の役割ですから。
Isui replies nonchalantly. I feel a faint sense of unease, or that I'm somehow unworthy of this gesture. If she were half as cheerful as Kohaku-san, she'd be a force to be reckoned with, wouldn't she? Well, that's just how she is. so I shouldn't be holding it against her.
何かご用でしょうか？
As if she noticed my gaze, so he looked straight back at me.
いや、なんでもない。翡翠の顔を見て、ここが遠野の屋敷なんだって実感しただけだよ。
I get up from the bed and then pause for a second. It's just before 7 in the morning. It's a little earlier than I'd usually be up.
着替えてから下に行く。今じゃなくて食堂に行けばいいのか。
Let me hydrate.
はい。食堂においでください。
わかった。
So he bows and leaves the room. I head down to the first floor lobby. I said I'd get changed, but only my shirt and underwear are fresh. The rest of my school uniform is the same as I had on yesterday. The dining room is right at the entrance to the west wing. If you stand in the lobby, the dining room is the large room to your left. Directly opposite it, across the stairs, is the living room in the east wing. So fancy.
おはようございます。四季さん、早速朝食をご用意しますね。
Oh, thank you, thank you. Kohaku-san is waiting for me in the dining room. She called me Shiki-san. Isui must have mentioned what I said to her last night. Isui is adamant about using sama, but Kohaku-san seems to be more flexible about it. It really highlights the difference in their personalities. Kohaku-san serves the food quickly and efficiently. It's a pure, captivating Japanese-style breakfast, following the one soup, 3 dishes rule.
Hope that friend. Nope, it's 1 soup, 3 dishes. Japanese toast.
However,
しまった。昨日のうちに言ってお
hey,
い
he
た
doesn't get very hungry, does he?
もしかして苦手なものが入っていました？四季さん、カブはお嫌いですか？
Turnips. Oh my god.
いえ、好き嫌いはあまりない方だと自負してますけど、なんていうか。
Japanese toast, rice. Yeah, yeah. The staple dish.
It's funny. There's a bit too much food. I'm already a light eater at the best of times, but in the mornings I can barely stomach anything. If I tried to eat all the food that's been served to me, I'd start getting heartburn and lose my appetite. I'm feeling good this morning, so I think I can probably eat half a bowl. When I'm not feeling well, I sometimes put my chopsticks down after a single bite.
そうですか。小食だとは伺っておりましたので、これでも控えめにしてみたのですけど。
Yeah, just a little bit.
すみません。事故の後遺症のようなもので、こればかりはどうしようもないというか。でもすごく美味しそうなのはわかります。この朝食は完璧ですね。
I babble frantically, trying to express just how much I really do appreciate it. It's not her fault at all, so I can't let my selfishness ruin the meal she prepared.
とにかくいただきます。残してしまったらごめんなさい。
いいえ、お気になさらず。私もこの道のプロですもの。四季さんの適量を測らせていただきますから。では、どうぞ召し上がれ。お口に合わないようでしたら遠慮なく言ってくださいましね。
Okay.
Consume.
ごちそうさまでした。大変美味しかったです。
I put my hands together and thank her. Kohaku-san's breakfast was perfect in both appearance and taste. It was elegant and lightly seasoned fare, but still had enough of a kick to it to stimulate my appetite. An average high school boy would have gone for a second helping without hesitation.
けどすみません。せっかく用意してくれたのに残してしまって。
いいんです。先にお話を聞いておかなかった私の失敗ですから。それに十分嬉しゅうございます。四季さん、本当に美味しそうに召し上がってくれるんですもの。
Kohaku-san smiles at me. I think she's got it backwards. I'm the one who should be pleased, especially after seeing a face like that.
いけません。もうこんな時間です。どうぞ私にお構いなく、今の方に行ってくださいな。あちらで食後のお茶を用意いたしますから。あまり式さんを特定していますと、後が恐ろしゅうございますし。
I'll play Monopoly, why not? Chuckling, Kohaku-san clears the table. It's 7:20. I should be getting ready for school. I thank her once again for the meal and leave the dining room. In the living room, I find Akiha and Hisui. Akiha's uniform is from a famous school for young girls called Asagami Private Girls Academy.
よう、おはよう、アキハ。
おはようございます、兄さん。今朝は起床時間が遅かったようですが、まあ、よしとしましょう。初日につき、よく寝つけなかったということにしておきます。
The word blunt comes to mind. I swallow the words. I was actually up earlier than usual and sit down on the sofa.
すい、兄さんに食後の紅茶を。私ももう一杯いただきます。かしこまりました。四季様、お砂糖はお入れしますか？
ああ、うん。じゃあ一つだけ。
So begins the awkward part of the morning. So he sets the teacup on the table, then goes back to waiting by the wall. I silently take a sip of the dark red tea and wait. What is this flavor?
めちゃくちゃうまい。苦いのに甘い。複雑なのに喉越しがすっきりしていて、そもそも香りがこうクリスマスっぽい。
I don't know what I'm saying, but that's just how shocked I am. I learned last night of the grandeur of the Tono residence, and this tea is no exception.
今朝はマリアージュのエスプリドノエルですね。
Esprit de Noël.
紅茶の名店といえばイギリスですが、こちらはフランスの名店です。創業そのものは1850年頃。日本に上陸したのはつい最近。クリスマスという表現は曖昧すぎて評価しづらいですけど、
I think Christmas is
不思議と
fine.
ニュアンスは伝わりますね。
Like when you think of Christmas, you think like cinnamon, sweet. I don't know. I was gonna say eggnog, but I've never had eggnog. I have no idea how that tastes. So, it is what it is. Akiha is smiling proudly. I guess she's enjoying my surprise. Esprit de Noël, tea, 20 bags for 3. That's not too bad. It's like $1.20 per bag. That's fine. I wouldn't mind trying it. That sounds good.
お値段もお手頃だそうですし。
Well, here you go. The price is fair.
上質の葉には黄金に等しい価値があると勉強になりましたか？
The lordly Akiha is looking down on me as if I were some kind of pathetic primitive man. Even her gesture when placing the teacup on the saucer is elegant. But unfortunately, she's right. This tea's the real deal. I mean, what the hell have I been drinking in the afternoon all this time? I can really see how you could start a trading company or two off the back of something like this. If it were around in an era without much other entertainment, I'd also be desperately trying to get my hands on it. About 10 minutes pass by. Akiha and I didn't exchange any more words. We simply enjoyed our tea. Every now and again our gazes would meet, but neither of us could come up with anything to talk about. And so each time we just went back to staring at our teacups. I'll be honest, it was awkward as hell. Even so, I think it was time well spent. That's not something I can say as I had been left to my own devices but until just recently, but just seeing Akiha spending her time like this in peace gives me an indescribable feeling. Is that relief I feel? Whatever it is, I can't help but be happy that she's in front of me right now. While I was immersed in this small sense of satisfaction, I hear a strange sound coming from the hallway.
Oh, I remember you.
乱雑乱暴最後に乱心スタンピードに地獄行き
The inane offbeat humming I can hear through the wall grows closer and closer.
Hi, good morning! トースちゃんたらおはようちゃん
Having dramatically thrown open the door, a woman with an appearance as outlandish as her arrival barges into the living room. A leather jacket that stops one step short of covering her underwear, and a tight leather skirt. Her unusually long hair is arranged without rhyme or reason. She doesn't seem to have any makeup on, but her lips are strangely alluring. Her hair is reddish blonde, which combined with her tall stature, makes her seem like a foreigner. As far as I can see from her exposed chest and waist, she has an excellent figure. Shiki, please. The woman who's just arrived is the very embodiment of mature adult femininity. The sort of person you'd expect to see lying on a beach in the middle of summer, instead of inside an anachronistic Western-style building like this. Well, if it weren't for the oddly fitting lab coat...
So you buying me the T-Rock?
おはようございます
We have together?
Oh, apples. See, I was right with the cinnamon.
Christmas. Anachronistic, dang, you and your $12
Welcome, reboot, welcome, it's true.
今日は何のご用でしょう定期
お
いやー昨日はちょっと乗り気になれなくて夕日を見てたらムラっと来ちゃって調査ほっぽり出して街に飛び出したのよまあ率直に言えばサボりなんで今日こそきちんとお仕事したくて朝からやってきたわけあメイドちゃん私にも紅茶プリーズ砂糖は4さじないし5さじ気分的には6
6
さじ
spoons of sugar.
Oh my god.
You give me 5 bags for me? Oh.
The woman in the white coat strolls into the living room. Naturally, her eyes meet mine as I sit there on the sofa.
あれあれれあれれれれ
She's staring at me intently, as if she came to an understanding after thoroughly observing me. The woman seemed to smile mischievously.
She crazy.
傑作すぎるんですけど何これどうしちゃったら私を笑い殺しさせてきたわけそれすごいデッドマストで A 点出まくりツボだわマクベスカッツーのこの屋敷もう殺すとか殺されるとか悲劇に突っ走る気も
Woman, please. It has to be the sugar. She's doubled over with laughter. There was nothing I could do but frown. It's with this high-spirited person. Akiha calls her sensei, but
荒木先生兄さんに紹介をしてもよろしいでしょうか
as if she couldn't stand the sight of me being so lost, Akiha clears her throat and chides the woman in the white lab coat.
紹介って私のことそれともしきちゃんいいわよそんな無駄なこと
え
しきちゃんのことなら脇久くんから聞いてるし
But I don't know who you are.
しきちゃんだって私みたいなよそ者の事情なんて興味ないでしょつうかそんな解消があるならトウシちゃんに向けてあげろって話
Akihisa-kun? So is she an acquaintance of our father?
そうそう、私はもともと気ままなデラシネ、風に漂う砂しの雲みたいな女だったんだけど、牧久君とはちょっと縁があって、行くところがないならうちで一緒に暮らさないかとかクールに口説かれちゃったわけ。でも残念、牧久君はちょっとタイプじゃないんで、あっさり断って今はトーシちゃんのお友達なのかしら。
Searching for confirmation, I shoot a glance over at Akiha. It takes a lot of courage to talk to this woman.
ええ、荒木先生はお父様の大学時代の後輩です。今は父の友人として私の相談役になってもらっています。
私その呼び方嫌い。はかせ。私のことは親しみと愛情を込めて荒木博士って呼んでくれなきゃ。博士泣いちゃう。
Instead of crying, Miss Arak smiles and laughs. However, even as she does so, her eyes remain glued to my face, as they have been ever since she came into this room.
どうぞ、荒木様。お茶が入りました。
Oh. Hisui intervenes. Without reading the mood, no, without being affected by it, she neutralized the tension created by Miss Arak.
もうメイドちゃんったら、ほんとメイドの鏡ね。
She's sulking because she was interrupted. With one hand on her hip, she drinks the sugar-filled tea in one big, hearty gulp, as if chugging a sports drink.
Oh! ナイスシュガー！糖分が五臓六腑に染み渡るっていうか、子宮とか卵巣にキュッと溶けいっちゃってたまんない！ラブ入ってきた
！ Crazy.
じゃあ、定期診断に行ってきます。
Okay.
大浴場の空調がおかしいんでしょ？わかってるわかってる。ささっとチェックして、ついでに4クラスターとか足してみましょう。
With a high-pitched laugh, Arak crosses the living room and heads to the hallway. However, as she touches the doorknob, the woman turns to me and says,
よろしくね、しきちゃん。よそ者同士仲良くしましょう。これからいろいろあるでしょうけど、もう本当にどうしようもなくなったらダメ元で私に相談しにいらっしゃい。
"Oh, maybe." The unwanted guest walks away, humming the same tune as when she arrived. An inexpressible silence envelops the living room.
なあ、アキハ。
荒木先生については私もよくは知りません。お父様の遺言の関係で、屋敷本館への出入りと手入れを一任されている方です。お父様は建築家として重宝をなさっていたとか。ご本人曰く建築業は副業だそうですが。
Akiha's declaration is curt. She cut me off before I could even ask what's with her. It's clear from her attitude that she won't be answering any questions.
失礼いたしますね。明葉様、そろそろ登校のお時間。おや、何やら緊迫した雰囲気ですね。ははん、朝から無理難題を言って早速四季さんを怯えさせてしまったのですか？
No.
あなたね、早速とは何ですか？早速とは。第一、私は理不尽な決まり事は口にしません。常識的な範囲でのお願いをするだけです。
She is impressed by Akiha's statement. It's only the second day, but I think I'm starting to understand the relationship between these two.
それでは、私は学校に向かいます。
Okay.
兄さん、昨夜も言いましたが、門限は厳守するように。
なってないよ。携帯電話は誰かに取り上げられたからね。理不尽気味に。
そうですか。では、明日から朝刊を今に用意させます。
Morning newspaper news. It's okay.
Phone's better, though.
早めに起床し、一日のニュースに目を通すといいでしょう。
There you have it. My attempt at sarcasm was instantly deflected by her impregnable bearing.
ニュースによると、昨夜宗谷駅北口で不老者の遺体が発見されたそうです。栄養失調による凍死とも、出血による衰弱死とも報道されています。
I see.
真相はどうあれ、このところ繁華街の治安は良くないようです。そんな時に出歩いてくだらない事件に巻き込まれては遠野家の恥ですから。
Okay, I'll try not to go there.
学校が終わり次第、日が落ちる前に屋敷に戻ることを心がけてください。
After reminding me of the curfew, Akiha leaves the living room. But before sunset means I have to be back by 6 o'clock. Wasn't the curfew set at 8? The clock in the living room reads 7:30. I can just make it to school in half an hour, but will Akiha be able to get there on time? I think Asagami Private Girls Academy is quite a ways from here.
四季さん、四季さん、
ん？
聞こえますか？
え？
そう、あなたです。明葉様の容赦ない仕打ちに打ちひしがれ、絶望に膝を折っているあなたに話しかけています。
琥珀? Oh. What on earth is she doing? She's hiding behind the sofa, beckoning for me to come closer.
聞こえていますけど何ですか琥珀さん。
違います。私は使用人であって使用人ではない。
I have a fake existence.
なのでこれをあなたにお返しするのです。
Eh? Oh, is it? Kaku-san furtively takes out a phone from the sleeve of her kimono. It's my phone that Akiha confiscated last night.
いいんですか？
Phone.
でも明葉様には内緒ですよ。
Okay,
見つからないように注意
I'll
してく
make
ださ
sure
いね。
I'll make sure not to get caught.
あと屋敷内で使うのもお控えください。まあ電波の通りがあまり良くないので使いたくても使えないとは思いますが。
琥珀さん。
Maybe there is some goodwill in this mansion after all. I take the phone and quickly tuck it into the inner pocket of my uniform.
あとはこちらもどうぞ。正門の認証カードです。
Oh, thank you.
ブザーを押していただければ、私の方でロックを解除しますが、警備室まで行くのにどうしても時間がかかってしまいますので、ご面倒とは存じますが、お急ぎの時はこちらで正門の鍵を開けていただければ助かります。
Okay. A key card for the main gate. As expected of the Tono residence, the security is excellent.
それでは、私は明葉様をお見送りしてきます。後のことは翡翠ちゃんにお任せしますね。はい、いってらっしゃい姉さん。
Kohaku-san leaves, following after Akiha.
四季様のお時間はよろしいのですか？
ああ、ここから学校まで歩いても30分だからね。今は7時半だろ。途中でちょっと走れば間に合うよ。でも気にかけてくれてありがとう、翡翠。
Seemingly satisfied with my explanation, Hisui nods.
それでは外までお見送りいたします。
ああ、どうも。
Yeah, I still can't get over how embarrassing it is to have my own maid. Hisui urges me to get up from the sofa.
Embarrassing? What do you mean embarrassing?
Despite the unexpected visitor, my first morning here in 7 years passed without incident. Isui sees me off as I leave the grounds of the mansion. I The Tono residence is located on the edge of the city, atop a hill some distance from the station. The hill is blanketed by a forest that is rather out of place in an urban area. Depending on how you look at it, the Tono residence could be seen as a gate built at the entrance to that forest. From here to the school is a little over a 30-minute walk that crosses over the station. If I hurry, I can make it in time for the morning homeroom.
At a run, boy.
I walk down the long slope. I always took the train from the Aruma house to Soya station, so it's my first time going to school by this route. I feel like a new student, even though only my route has changed. It seems like only a few people from this neighborhood attend Soya High School. It's 7:30 in the morning.
Still? It was 7:30 in the morning at your house. You've left your house, gone to the exit, gone down a hill, and it's still 7. What are you talking about, bro?
As I jog down the street, I don't spot anyone else wearing a school uniform. I walk in this urban area. It's 7:30 in the morning. I think I said this last time we were at day 2. The Apple ad for the old classic sort of Apple ads. Nice throwback there. Unlike the south side of the station yesterday, the north side is crowded with commuters. There are white-collar employees in suits hurrying this way and that, just like always. The disturbing news of recent events seems to have had no effect on them. Either that, or they do feel a little uneasy, but it's still not enough for them to deviate from their daily routine. Either way, the city hasn't changed. Ariko said that he avoids going out at night, but I guess not everyone can trust and follow their instincts as he does.
The era of is true, it's true. Oh.
I keep going past the station and into the residential district. The only people I see on the street now are students in school uniforms. I check my phone and see that I have 5 minutes left before the school gate closes. Not wanting to be late, I run down the asphalt road, keeping an eye out for cars. Oh. Just as I told Hisui, it took me about 30 minutes to reach the school gates from the mansion.
Well, the children for those who wish... children! For those who wish to raise Apple-branded babies in the future. It'll be DLC for the Pro Vision. You can have your very own children, virtual children. Kinda whack.
I ran a couple of times along the way, so if I want to head to school at a leisurely pace, I should leave the mansion before 7:30. There's no sign of Ariko in the classroom. It seems like he really did come to school early yesterday on a whim. I head to my desk, greeting the classmates I'm friends with along the way. I use the remaining couple of minutes before homeroom starts to sit in my chair and check my phone. I read this morning's news. I scan through the school bulletin board, created by a group of young teachers, and the anonymous student bulletin board, created by a group of volunteers.
You can only see the virtual children through the glasses. They are not tangible. That's true. But it is what it is. Just don't forget to feed them.
There aren't any threads that catch my attention. I idly look up and see that most of the students in the classroom are spending their time the same way. The teachers who are over 30 say that today's students seem to have no friends in real life. Of course, that's an outdated misconception, one that's unique to people from the previous generation. It's just that dependence on the internet and dependence on friends in front of you have become equivalent. It's not like the people in our class don't get along. School used to be a place where you could only make friends inside the classroom. There was little connection to the outside world. It's different now. You can find as many friends as you want. The atmosphere in the classroom doesn't have to be homey. As long as it's not unpleasant, it's fine. Yeah, like Tamagotchi, you have to use the... It's true, it's true. Use the microtransactions to buy them premium baby food. And buy the golden toilet skin.
Thanks to how sophisticated the internet has become, the knowledge gap between generations has narrowed. Even though some people have accumulated more material goods than others, they seem to have evened out in terms of lifestyles. Adults say that we lack enthusiasm, dreams, and hope, but that's just the way it is. The world is a lot smaller these days. Even elementary school students know how closed in our society has become. That's why it's getting harder and harder to dream about the future, to accept the world through one's own filter. That's what sharing knowledge is all about. The more the library of knowledge expands, the smaller and smaller will be the lives of the individuals who browse it. In the past, humans aimed for the horizon to fill in the unknown. Now, there's no need to do so. There's no need to go anywhere. People are as free as they can be. They also have no reason to step out of their narrow boxes. I think that's what the depressing sense of being trapped in classrooms, schools, and cities is all about.
Shiggy's an old man. Get with the times. Poor Shiggy. I mean, the ocean hasn't been explored, like 99% of it. Go on. Someone do it.
But hey, despite how much I've been prattling on with this pretentious analysis, it's ultimately all just my own thoughts.
Yeah, you know what I don't get? We can send a rover to Mars and explore the different things there. But we haven't thought to put... I mean, I don't know if this is a thing. Maybe it is, and I don't know. But we haven't put like a bunch of cameras underwater just surveying to find like all the creatures we've never seen. Like, come on. Did I read this? I'll read it again.
But hey, despite how much I've been prattling on with this pretentious analysis, it's ultimately all just my own thoughts.
They do that? I haven't seen much like new creatures.
And like, I'm sure there's a lot of like new animals and things underwater that we've just never seen.
I've seen like a couple come up here and there.
But nothing like not a lot. Or live streams. Ooh, interesting. Okay, I'll have to check it out then. I don't feel like I'm trapped. Nor do I feel like I'm closed in, fatigued, or dissatisfied with society. Not at all. All I have is the natural desire to enjoy each and every day as much as possible. It would be a mistake for such a simple-minded person to talk about the complications of society. The homeroom bell rings, interrupting my contemplation.
I mean, they don't really announce like new species every time one is coming. Like, I've seen like some weird-looking, messed up ocean creatures being discovered before. Just it doesn't happen a lot, but like because of how deep the ocean is, like all the way at the bottom, there's definitely things we've never seen down there. Especially if you go like the deepest points. Which I don't know if any camera or anything can sustain the pressure of that. So, like, I understand it, but maybe we should put more investment into searching the ocean. I don't know.
The students who are milling around, chatting, return to their seats. I put my phone away and refocus. That's the second day since I returned to the Toa residence, and school is about to start.
It's also a lot. Yeah, it is. It's huge.
It's been 3 minutes since homeroom started. Because there's like the gap between the ground and the surface of the water. Like everything between. Plus, there is so much to explore. But, yeah, I don't know. It's been 3 minutes since homeroom started. Toyama-sensei's replacement hasn't arrived yet. The classroom is buzzing and order is breaking down. We do have footage of underwater volcanic vents. Ooh, they sound pretty cool. To be more specific, students are all over the place. Everyone in the class is on the mindset that if we're going to be left alone, we may as well just mess around until first period starts.
One more minute. We'll all give it just one more minute. Right as we were coming to an unspoken agreement to do whatever we wanted once that minute was up, the door swings open.
はーい、皆さん静か
Oh
に静か
no.
に。
Noelle's back.
ホームルームを始めますよ。
The lively atmosphere in the room instantly settles down. The teacher who walked into the classroom is someone I've never seen before. I mean, she's clearly not even Japanese, and she looks more like a university student than a teacher. Not who you'd expect at all.
あれ？何かしらこの空気。皆さん揃ってカチンコチンになっちゃってるけど。何？私ったらバジ系女子？ああ、いけない。ちょっと例えがマイナーよね。日本風に言うとリング系女子？
yes,
で
yes.
も先生、名前は貞子じゃないんだけど。
I frown. Isn't that reference also a bit dated? At any rate, is it dated? I mean, The Ring's a classic. Come on, it's like a classic horror. It can't be dated because everyone knows about it. Maybe one day humans will try to see more. We've already reached and filmed the bottom of the Marina Trench, the deepest ocean. Oh, a plastic bag? Oh my god. At any rate, it doesn't seem to bother her. With a carefree attitude, the mysterious woman gets up behind the podium and clears her throat deliberately.
はじめまして。富山先生が転任なされたので、その代行としてやってきた新任の藍染めノエルです。1ヶ月だけのお付き合いになりますが、皆さんよろしくお願いします。
Okay.
担当学科は体育と英語。好きな食べ物はモンブラン。
Blanc.
もらって嬉しいプレゼントは現金ないしウェブマネーで、 NG ワードはペットショップ。
What's wrong with pet shop?
質問は随時受け付けますので、遠慮なくアタックしてください。
A jumble of crashing and banging sounds echo through the classroom. It was the sound of the boys as they unconsciously rose from their chairs after receiving a wink from Noelle Sensei. Even I have to admit I'm a little taken in as well. It's not like she's exceptionally beautiful or anything, but because of that, there's this, sense that she's still within our reach that gets your hopes up. Maybe it's because she's only slightly older than us. But she's just overflowing with some kind of indescribable charm. Basically, what I'm getting at is that she has this something to her, similar to a fluffy meringue, which is enough to stir up the desires of any high school boy.
質問です。ノエル先生はおいくつなんでしょうか。それよりどこにお住まいなんでしょう
You
か。
can't ask that!
休みの過ごし方とか趣味が知りたいです。
I don't know about that one.
つうか好きな高校生のタイプは誰ですか？
Immediately, a barrage of questions are up from the boys. Why is the Marina Trench a U.S. national monument? It's not, I don't know, maybe they just claimed it. These topics are usually discussed in an anonymous forum, but the guys who were hit by her wink couldn't even wait for that. The girls stare at them coldly with a gaze that says, boys are pathetic. But the feverish boys couldn't care less about the scorn of their fed-up classmates.
トビウオみたいな反応ありがとう。年齢はどうせ女子の皆さんが暴いちゃうだろうから言っちゃうと25歳。住まいは2駅隣の賃貸マンション。好きなタイプは大人の頭の文系男子。趣味は日曜教会でお手伝いをしています。隣町の教会だから興味があったらお祈りに来てくれると先生嬉しいな。
Wow.
教会？何先生シスターなの？趣味でシスターやってるんですか？
ええ、私の国じゃそう珍しいことじゃありません。ああ、まだまだボランティアレベルで悩める子羊の告白を解決してあげてるだけで
This
すけど。
guy's just horny fucks. None? Whoa. The boys are stunned by her unexpectedly excellent response. I too am a bit intrigued by the novelty of the word none.
Meanwhile, the girls are silently fiddling with their phones. I don't think being part of religion is as sexy as this guy thinks. I mean, he's probably like, man, those nun babes on those JAVs. Oh my god. I casually check our anonymous bulletin board for students. Like, what? God, boys are so stupid. Is she that pretty, seriously? I mean, please, go be half French somewhere else, hello? I mean, honestly, isn't she being, like, way too forward? There you have it. The girls are unabashedly posting some really nasty stuff on the forum. And so our class morphed into a strange dimension where people are divided by the simple criteria of girl or boy. In other words, we've returned to the Stone Age of middle school, where girls and boys argue by hurling childish insults like, boys are jerks and girls are annoying. Noelle Sensei watches it all unfold, a soft smile on her face. She's never been in a convent, the nuns can be scary. I mean, I've never been in one either, but I've heard. They can be very spooky and strict. Our new teacher makes a questionable remark. The atmosphere in the classroom is starting to be a bit much for me, so I look away as I do. I make eye contact with Yumizuka. She must not be feeling it either, because she looks as bored as I am. What's gotten into everyone? The classroom is abuzz. What seemed to be a peaceful day has taken an unexpected turn. Don't meet up with Ciel? Really? Oh, it's still morning class. I thought it was end of day. Morning classes are over. The air in the classroom is more turbulent than usual. As for why, third period is taught by Noelle Sensei, and the enmity between the boys and girls is starting to bubble to the surface. Apparently, she's been branded persona non grata by the girls. Anyway, it's lunchtime. Most students have gone to the cafeteria or the school store. The only ones left in the classroom are a group of girls, including Yumizuka. Now, where should I have lunch? She's got oh my god! Wait, I have to look at the thing. Let's go in the corridor and think. I forgot out in the corridor. The hallway. Okay. That's the right choice, I think. Oh! Hello! As soon as I stepped into the hallway, I run into a familiar upperclassman.
あれ、どうしたんですか、先輩。2年の教室に何か用事でも？
はい、もちろんです。正確に言うと2年生の教室にではなく、2年生の特定のある人物に
What lucky
なのです
boy!
が。
Ciel senpai trots up to me a broad smile on her face.
先ほど購買部で大変良い新商品を購入したのですが、調子に乗って買いすぎてしまいまして。
Of course you did.
一人では食べきれないので、暇そうなお話し相手を捕まえに来たところなのです。
はあ、捕まえに来たですか。
I don't see many students around with time on their hands, but anyone would make time if senpai invited them out somewhere. Heck, there'd be a queue. Man, this guy's stupid. Anyway, putting that aside.
先輩、2年生の教室に来ちゃダメですよ。上級生なんだから。誘うなら3年のクラスメイトを誘ってください。その方が会話も弾むでしょう。
そうなんですけど、今日は年下の男の子とお話がしたい気分なんです。なんとなくなので、理由は聞かないでください。
As she speaks, senpai quickly closes the distance between us.
というわけで、遠野くん、お暇ですか？
It was me! It was me! Oh my god!
ええ、それはまあ。これから昼食を取るだけですけど。
I mean, she's offering lunch.
それじゃあ捕まえました。
Please.
2人で仲良く食べましょう。 素敵な食事と一緒に遠野くんの時間もいただきですね。
I know, right?
With a smile on her face, she tugged softly on my sleeve. It's such an insignificant gesture, but it carries a mysterious coercion that I feel utterly powerless to resist. We go out to the courtyard. Autumn is beginning to strengthen its hold over the weather, and even though the sun is out, it's a little chilly. The only students eating lunch in the courtyard, in spite of that, are those that appreciate the elegance of the place, and Senpai seems to be among them.
Among them. Among us.
今日は珍しくベンチが空いています。さすがついてますね、遠野くん。
You coming often? Is that why you know the benches are usually full? Okay. Senpai skips over to one of the benches and sits down. I follow her example, taking a seat next to her at a respectful distance.
それで購買部の新商品って何なんですか？1年前に姿を消したカニクリームコロッケロール。
They really did have a delicacy like that on the menu back in the day. They were so expensive that they were discontinued after the first week, but a lot of students are still holding out hope they'll make a comeback.
それはですね。
Senpai is positively beaming as she places the paper bag on her lap. Reaching inside, she pulls out 4 stuffed buns.
じゃーん、購買部の仕入れルートに進言すること早1週間。ついに本格ベーカリーのアイテム販売が
Oh my god! Buns.
The objective threatening to spill from her hand are stout, oval-shaped buns. The outside has been fried to a crisp dark brown and still glistens with oil. All 4 of them appear to be the exact same size and shape. They are beyond a shadow of a doubt freshly fried curry buns.
More curry.
I see.
この生まれたばかりと見まごう焼き加減。1個300円と割高ですが、学生の税ここに極まったと言っても過言ではないでしょう。
Bruh.
はい、どうぞと
She's so in love with food.
特別に半分お分けし
Curry
ますから
specifically.
遠慮なく。遠野くん？
いや先輩これさ。
These are the curry buns they sell at the famous bakery in front of the station, aren't they?
Why?
Why?
What does she mean, why? Oh my god. I don't know what to say to that. Are you sure you're from Earth? If this doesn't make you happy? Look, wait. I don't know what to say to that. Are you sure you're from Earth? If this doesn't make you happy, look, she's giving me.
昨日もそうだったけど、先輩辛いの好きなの？
For some reason, I specifically avoid asking, do you like curry?
でも辛ければ好きというわけではなくてですね、特定の味付けが大変美味しく感じるというか、そうですね。いくら好きでも4つ全部同じ味というのはちょっと考えなしでしたね。
Good. At least she seems to understand that it's slightly strange behavior.
でもわかりますよ。好きなものってちょっと多いぐらい買い込んでおかないと不安になりますからね。それじゃお言葉に甘えて遠慮なく。
I pick up one of the curry buns spread out on Senpai's lap and bring it to my mouth.
いただきます。外はカリカリ、パンは油が染みてほのかに甘く、中の具はしっかり詰まってる。美味しい。本当に美味しいですね、先輩。
I don't eat this kind of food very often, so it's a welcome change. I used to avoid fried buns because of their high oil content, but they're very tasty if enjoyed in moderation.
でも先輩、 お腹は大丈夫ですか？カレーと揚げパンって胃にもたれますよ。
そうなんですか？私はこの後体育ですから問題なく消化できちゃうと思います。はい。
If you're going to be running around later, wouldn't you want to eat something a little easier to digest? I'm not entirely sure what she's basing her logic on here.
体が丈夫なのだけが取り柄ですから、私。それよりお茶ですよね。麦茶でいいですか、遠野くん。
ういっせー、やっぱり日本
な
麦茶っすよね。あった余ったカレーパンゲット。
It's no wonder that Senpai's surprised. I don't know when he managed to sneak up behind us, but he suddenly snakes an arm out from behind the bench, brazenly snatches up one of the curry buns and downs it in one bite.
なるほど、こいつはうまい。すげえうまい。何よりカレーの味がする。空腹で起きたばかりの俺にはごちそうすぎますな。いや、ちょい腹にもたれるけど、そこは先輩の真心でいい分ってことで。
Ariko guffaws? What the hell does that mean? Ariko guffaws heartily. This guy saw me and Ciel senpai together and snuck up on us.
アリヒコ、お前なんでそう人の邪魔をすることばかりに長けているんだ。前世からの呪いなのかな、それともそういう生き物なのか。
It's a word for a I see, I see.
抜けがけはなしですよ、お客さん。一人で美味しい目見ようったってそうはいかねえ。
Alone? I was with Ciel. What do you mean alone?
つうかランチなら俺も混ぜろよ。昨日席譲ってやったんだから、今日は俺が譲られる番ですよね。
Ariko seems to have convinced himself that he was actually saving a seat for senpai at lunch yesterday. He has quite the convenient memory.
すみません先輩、うちのクラスのバカが失礼を働きました。こんなことを言ってますけど、昨日は一応役に立ったんで同席させて。先輩、
I turn around to look at Ciel senpai. When I do,
残念ながら却下です。
I don't think she's imaginary. She's gonna kick his ass.
乾くんはそこで歯を食いしばってください。
That's what you get when you steal a curry bun. Senpai has leaped nimbly to her feet and adopted a fighter's stance. Her left jabs cut through the air with a swoosh.
なんかどうに入ってらっしゃる？
Even to us amateurs, it's clear that this is flawless shadowboxing.
怒ってるぞアリヒコ。たかだかカレーパン一つつまみ食いされたぐらいで
Why
大
is
人げ
Rick
ない
so
ぐらい
funny?
怒ってるぞあの人。
Eat the
grimace shake.
やばい、マジやばい。検圧で先輩が大きく見える。
Bruh.
あ、今かすった。鼻先にジュってかすった。助けて、どうぞ何とかして先輩に謝って。
謝るのはお前だろ。寄るな、こっちに寄るな。俺まで犠牲者にするつもりか。
I pry myself away from the from the clinging Stupihiko. That's Persona 3 energy.
さすが当のナイス白状。すみません先輩。つまみ食いは出来心っつかノリっつか、こう先輩とランチするためのアプローチというかですね。
なるほど、この席に入りたかったと。ですがふさわしい入場券が見当たりませんね。ランチであれば何か食べ物を持ってくるべきでは。
オッケー、了解しました。急いで調達してきます。
Ariko sprints away at top speed. Ciel senpai sits back down on the bench as if nothing had happened.
乾くんにも困ったものです。いただきますの言葉もなかったばかりか、一口で飲み込んでしまうなんて。食材への感謝の気持ちが足りません。もう大変華麗な感想を二度口にしたので、今回は特別に多めに見てあげますが。
She shrugs her shoulders hopelessly and grumbles a complaint very befitting of an upperclassman.
お待たせー、入場券買ってきましたぜ。
Ooh.
げ
Mariko returns after about 5 minutes. In his hands he's carrying 2 bulging paper bags.
これ多すぎじゃ。
どうよ、あれだけ買い占めてみた。なんていうか、これだけあれば先輩も怒りを鎮めてくれると信じて。
I don't think she can eat all that. She'll turn into Grimace. You still think Grimace shake sounds like a condition you get from licking to... Yeah, I can see that. I see. She must have really scared him back then. That must have been a fear that only the person who was being targeted could feel.
いや、それにしても紙袋2つ分のカレーパンはやりすぎだ。皿に盛られたコロッケじゃあるまいし、これどうやって片
Can
付
you
けるんだ。
finish all these, Ciel?
食い切れなきゃ残せよ。多少は日持ちすんだから。明日の昼までの完食にすりゃいい。
Oh. I'm having curry tomorrow too? Oh. Great!
そういうわけで、はい先輩、さっきの謝罪とお昼を一緒にする袖の下っす。
これはご丁寧にありがとうございます。どうぞ乾くん、ベンチの方に。私は立っていますから。
何言ってんすか、先輩は座っててください。で、俺がいない間にどんな話してたんすか。学校終わったら遊びに行くとか。
その逆、学校の中の話。お前朝いなかったから富山の代わりに新しい先生が来たことも知らないだろ。もったいない。うちのクラスの連中が舞い上がってるぐらいの美人なのに。
何それ初耳。新しい先生って転校生みたいなもん、で、どんなタイプ。俺高圧的な女教師は趣味じゃねえんだけど。
いかにも去年まで研修生だったって感じでバリッバリの癒し系。お前包容力のある年上が好きなんだろ。
お
お、よかったな。好み通りの25歳だ。
やめて、25歳だけはやめて。姉貴と同い年じゃねえか。それだけは生理的に受け付けねえんだよ俺。
Bruh.
おや、乾くん、年上の女性が好みなんですか。
そうっすよ。年上はめんどくさくないし。あ、いや、可愛ければめんどくさいのもありなんで、一つ下まではありですが。
ふむふむ、甘えるのも構うのも得意なわけですか。ところで遠野くんは年上範囲なんですか。
Do I?
特に意識はしたことはないですけど、有彦ほど自由じゃないとは思います。
まったうっそくさい。なんか遠野からはお姉さん殺しの匂いがするんだよな。家庭教師とか主治医の娘さんとか、その手の話にはこと書かないんじゃねえの。
黙ってろ。いいから黙ってろ。そもそも家庭教師とか雇ったことないからな。
おお、では主治医の娘さんはあるんですか。
No!
ありますけど、面識だけです。
I guess I do.
シエル先輩も有彦のヨタ話に乗らないでください。
ヨタ話じゃないけどな、事実だけどな。実際抜き駆けして年上の先輩とランチしてたじゃないですか。
I mean, you're not wrong.
ですよね。遠野くんはあんまりにも無防備にひょこひょこ歩いていたので、私もつい誘われてしまったのです。なんというか、
I'm being bullied.
雪原でウサギに会ったような気分でした。
はあ、まあ実際はウサギの皮をかぶった冷血生物なんですけどね、こいつ。クモとかサソリとかあの手の機械っぽい生き物。
Senpai and Arihiko laugh together. I want to object, but I'm afraid I'll end up bringing unnecessary trouble upon myself, so I stay silent. And so the number of curry buns steadily dwindles. I would like to correct my earlier comment about croquets on a plate. The mountain of fried buns is now being consumed as easily as a light snack. What the hell happened? There we go.
There are less than 20 minutes left before the end of lunch. What will be the fate of these curry buns?
They will all be consumed by Ciel.
Our conversation continues right up until the end of lunch break.
I need a hydrate.
Ariko and I would talk about stupid things. Ciel Senpai would give her opinion, and the conversation would start all over again. We're also running out of curry buns. And such a purposeless and extremely ordinary moment passes like flowing sand.
おっと、そろそろ頭が痛くなってきた。腹も膨れ。いや、待って。何も食べてないような、食べられなかったような。
Use your
お
brain.
前か。眠くなってきたんで保健室に逃げ込みますわ。じゃあな、先輩。
Okay,
今度は
goodbye.
俺と二人っきりでお願いします。
No.
Ariko runs off to the infirmary, seemingly fully intent on skipping afternoon classes as well.
やれやれ。注意するべきなんでしょうけど、不思議と乾くんには甘くなってしまいますね。これも人徳なのでしょうか。
Ciel stares at Ariko in exasperation until he disappears from the courtyard.
あいつ必要最低限のことはきっちりこなしてますからね。事故の不始末は自分で片付けるやつだし、先輩も信頼して放任してるんじゃないですか。
なるほど。確かにそんな気はします。付き合いが長いだけあってよく分かっているんですね、乾くんのこと。
ただの腐れ縁です。先輩だってすぐに分かりますよ。あいつ突き抜けたアホだから。
Although I'm bad-mouthing him, Senpai keeps on smiling gently.
何ですかその含み笑
いえいえ、遠野くんが笑っているものですから、私もつられて笑っているんです。今日のは楽しい時間でしたね。
You ate a lot of curry buns. I only notice my smile after she says that. She's right. This was a moment I should treasure. Come to think of it, I've never spent time hanging around in the courtyard acting like a normal student before.
い。そうですね。ちょっと楽しかったです。あんまり中庭に出たことがなかったから。ああ、でも前にもこんなことがあったような。シエル先輩と会った時でしたっけ。
I think back to when I first met Senpai. She was...
こんな出来事ならたくさんありました。きっと数えきれないぐらい。
She replies with a sincere smile. It's after school now. I didn't suffer from any anemic episodes today. The remainder of the afternoon passed peacefully, at least as far as I was concerned. However, a novel virus has spread like wildfire through the classroom, and up until a moment ago, the atmosphere in here was heavy with unrest. The girls have dubbed the disease afflicting the boys Noel fever, alternatively called Noel measles. The conflict between the boys who are delirious with Noel fever and the girls who look down coldly on the whole affair didn't even pause for lunch. Their battle seems set to spill over into tomorrow. On the other hand, the boys who didn't catch Noel fever were praised by the girls' group, but branded as impotent, traitorous, and inappropriately fond of little girls by the boys' group. The whole thing seems rather silly. Well,
確かにあんまりいないタイプって言ったけどな、ノエル先生。
even so, I don't understand why everyone is so crazy about her.
It's very high school, it's true. if we're talking about beauty, Akiha is way more.
ああ、いたいた。ちょっといい、四季くん。
Speak of the devil. Here's the very woman at the heart of all this commotion.
あら、口から心臓でも吐き出しそうな顔なのね。
What's up?
何かいけないことでも考えていたのかしら？
No?
いえ、そういうわけでは決して。それより何でしょうか、ノエル先生。
Swallowing the guilt of comparing Noelle Sensei to Akiha, I try my best to calmly change the subject. However, she smiles like she can see right through me.
ノエル先生という響きはいいものね。先輩って呼ばれるよりずっといいわ。日本にはまだ慣れていなくて不安だったけど、あなたみたいに純朴な子に先生って呼ばれるのは癖になりそう。背徳的でちょっとドキドキしちゃうもの。
Is it? Okay.
ノエル先生、ちょっと近いんですけど。
気にしないで。というか、こういう時は鈍いふりをして黙っているものよ。ほら、ね、私の首筋、綺麗でしょ？
No, not really. Is it my nerves or the magic of the setting sun? Her voice slips into my ear, not from the front, but from right behind me, as if she were whispering directly to me.
そう警戒しないで。ただ指と指を重ねるだけ。体温を伝えるだけ。
No!
私の体を預ける。
Oh! Cringe! I want Ciel, not you!
そう。あなたに私を食べてもらいたいだけ。
Oh. Her breathing comes closer. Our legs tangled together. She wraps her arms around my back, as if to block my escape. Yeah, it is. Before me I see the strangely captivating smooth neck of a woman. Is she trying to see if I'm a vampire? I think that's probably what this is.
ほら、心音だけでとろけてしまうでしょ？
Okay. Yeah. Okay, I see what you're doing.
だから忘れて。あなたを忘れて。邪魔なものは全部取ってしまえばいいの。その建前も、そのメガネも。
Her snake-like fingers brush against the frame of my glasses. Not the glasses, bitch! Back off! The instant they do, my body recoils with fear simply at the thought of seeing.
なんて、新任記念の冗談でした。
The hell it was.
日本風に言うと、ちょっとしたスキンシップ？じゃなくて、名刺交換
？No.
どっちにしても、まだまだ形だけの付き合いってことね、私たち。
Back off, Noelle! I'm a level 18 or level 16 wizard. I will use my powers to make you disappear. Invisilario! Bruh.
冗談って。
I know, she always was sus. Not a big fan of Noelle. I don't think that's the right word for what just happened. That's going way too far for a joke. Especially when you consider she's a teacher.
そもそも用は何なんですか？俺を探してたような口ぶりでしたけど。
おお、それはもういいの。ちょっと手伝ってもらいたいことがあっただけ。それももう終わったわ。それじゃあ、さようならしきくん。富山先生みたいにならないよう気をつけて帰ってね。
Oh, okay, that's kind of brutal, but okay. Noelle Sensei waves her hand as she walks away. I can't stop thinking about what she just said. What choice? I decide not to think about it. Okay, I decide to give it up. I cast my eyes down at the ground, as if to look away from the ominous premonition. Pretty much what she just said. Don't fucking die on the way home. Goodbye. This is fine. It's better to ask unnecessary questions. It's better not to ask unnecessary questions.
The less you know, the better. Unpleasant news would only serve to aggravate the scar on my chest. Well, Sensei smirks, as though she can see right through my cowardice, and leaves. I leave school. The left side of my neck hurts slightly, almost as if I was scratched by someone or something. I don't have anything to do, so I'll... What do I do? Detour home? Okay. Wait, just in case. Salve. Okay. There we go. Take a detour before going home. Okay. Now I'll stop by somewhere else on the way home. Oh, what happened to my lighting? 1 second. Why did I do that? Well, the lighting just died. There we go. Okay, I'm back. It's not that I don't want to go back, but it's just going to take some time to get used to that luxurious mansion. Maybe I'll visit Ariko's house or swing by the bookstore in the station. Wherever I end up going, so long as I keep it under an hour, I ought to be able to make it home before curfew.
Change the common sense.
The back of my neck feels strangely hot. It's becoming swollen and numb. I wonder... Maybe that's the reason why I feel like I lost track of where I was going. The night spills across the city like leaking water. The hustle and bustle is incomparable to that of the morning. The headlights of cars pass by. Crowds of people are disgorged and then swallowed up again by the station. Did I pick the right thing? It's just detour home. I mean, yeah. Okay. There aren't many school uniforms to be seen now. The people striding up and down the street are wearing all manner of clothing. I stand up from my seat on the bench. It's about time I get going. Despite having no reason to go there, I turn and head downtown. Maybe I gotta get attacked? I don't think this part was attacked. I remember a vending machine. And that girl that told us off at the station, we'd meet her here. So maybe we needed that. I duck into a side street off the main drag. It's less a street than it is a blind spot between the buildings. There are no people here. No noise. No signs of life. There's only a rustling sound emanating from deep within the alley. The light from the vending machine is blinding. The superfluous trappings of modern civilization incongruous with this place. Incongruous with this place. They're too dazzling. So I walk past them. I proceed into the gloomier, more fitting darkness of the night. Towards a narrower, more secluded darkness. I put a hand on the rusty iron fence. If I open it and go deep enough, I'm sure I'll find.
ちょっと、そこの人。
Someone stops me in my tracks. I'm still slightly dizzy, but I've returned to my senses. I don't know what's going on. Why did I come here? Or was I trying to continue into the depths?
すみません。100円持ってませんか?
Oh, after you yelled at me? Okay. When I turn around, I see an unfamiliar girl in front of the vending machine. What do you mean unfamiliar? You met her! She's standing there in a way that screams, I've been trying to buy some juice, but I'm stuck without any change. Perhaps because I felt guilty about trying to go deeper into the alleyway, I just go with the flow and hand over 100 yen.
どうも、助かりました。
She inserts the 100 yen into the vending machine and presses the button. The girl picks up the can spat out by the machine. She frowns, looking disappointed.
こんな時間に散歩とか、のんきですね。
Oh, what about you?
お家の人待ってるんじゃないですか。
あ
I look at my phone. The clock mercilessly reports that it's 7:40. Crap. Only have 20 minutes left before curfew. Panicking, I start to dash out of the alleyway. But then,
待ってください。
she stops me again.
何悪いけど急いで
She throws the can of juice at me. Flustered, I manage to catch it, but isn't this the one she bought?
それあげます。
なんで
どれも飲めない味でした。
Why'd you buy it?
Sounding displeased, she briskly walks past me.
いや呆れてる場合じゃない
I need to get a move on too. I break into a run. Failing to make it back by curfew on day one would be disastrous. Not just as an older brother, but as a human being. No matter what it takes, I need to get back to the mansion before the family's heads lightning strikes me down. Or lightning strikes me down.
Do I make it? $8:01.
ただいま
I open and close the front door as quietly as I can, and discreetly enter the lobby announcing my return in a voice that is neither too loud nor too quiet. It's 8 o'clock. Or was 1 minute ago.
I knew it. 8:01.
I ran as fast as I could from the front of the station and just barely made it in time. But honestly, it was so hard that I feel like throwing up. That slope is too much for my heart. It was fine on the way to school because it was downhill, but I forgot that it would be uphill on the way back.
お帰りなさいませ、四季様。
Hello.
お疲れとは存じますが、お部屋に戻る前に執務室においでください。
執務室ですか
If Akiha's taking the trouble to call me into her office, it isn't hard to guess that she's in an incredibly foul mood.
I wasn't that late. I just
寄
made
り
it.
道をするのは金銭に余裕があるからでしょう。
No.
今回の罰として兄さんの月々の購入費を2割ほど減らすことにします。
And there you have it. My sentence was handed down the instant I entered her office. I didn't even have a chance to plead my case. Wait, I hadn't thought about that. I guess I'll be receiving my monthly allowance from Akiha from now on. I think it's already been reduced. You can rejoice, father. Akiha grew up to be an even stricter family head than you.
でもそれはないだろ
Yeah.
俺は門限は守ったん
Yeah,
だ
yeah,
ぞ
I did.
まあ日が暮れる前にってのは守れなかったけど
あら、それは意外でした。私と約束を交わした自覚はあったんですね。で
Don't,
は、どうして守れなかったんです？
don't worry about it.
いやーそれがつい忘れてたみたいで
Don't say you forgot a promise, you dingus.
私も言い忘れていました。罰の追加として、
Oh,
今夜の夕食は抜きとします。
あ
What a tyrant. She's being this harsh even though I made it back in time. I shudder to think what would have happened to me if I had broken curfew. Quiet.
I trudge across the lobby.
Heading for my room. I'd attempted to appeal my punishment, but she wouldn't yield at all on denying me dinner. On the plus side, my allowance was only cut by 10%. A major victory for my dignity as an older brother.
四季さん、四季さん、
琥珀さん
As I'm on my way back to my room, Kohaku-san calls out to me. She's hiding in one of the nooks in the corridor, addressing me conspiratorially.
what?
Conspiratorially, in much the same way as she did this morning.
もうダメですよ。今日ぐらいはちゃんと帰ってこないと。
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
いくらなんでも1日目なら言うことを聞いてくれるだろうってもう
Aw.
ありえないぐらい早めに帰ってきてたんですから。
帰ってきてたって誰がですか？
そんなの決まって。いえ、なんでもございません。それはともかくとして夕食抜きは使用人として見過ごせません。
Dinner?
ですのでお部屋の方に軽食をご用意しておきま
thank
し
you.
た。おにぎりとお味噌汁という簡単なものですが。
That's fine. It's a good meal. She's such an incredibly thoughtful maid. And this is on top of her returning my phone this morning. To think that she'd go this far for me. Even though she's the one who'd be on the hook for it if Akiha found out.
でもいいんですか？俺はすごく助かりますけど。
はい、四季さんの健康に関わることですもの。それにこれは翡翠ちゃんも同意していますから。
Mm-hmm.
秋葉様に見つかっても二人で謝れば許していただけますよ。
そうか、あの子も。
Despite her cold demeanor, she's looking out for me. It's hard to get a read on her because she doesn't really let her emotions show, but it seems that Hisui also felt bad about my no-dinner treatment.
四季さん、あの子。
Your question, welcome, Kermit Slayer returned. What's up, what's up?
ああ、うん、分かってる。でもまだうまく話せないから気軽に名前で呼ぶのは申し訳ない気がして。
いいえ、それはいけません。ひどいお話です。翡翠ちゃんはああ見えてとっても優しいんですから。四季さんもどうかこれからは気軽に家族と思って翡翠ちゃんと呼んであげてくださいな。
Kaku-san is staring straight at me. She's right. It'd be difficult for Hisui if I kept treating her like a stranger. The next streamer, should I stop typing like this? What do you mean? I don't know. If you want. I'm sure they'd be very confused. I'm sure she's just as concerned about me as Kaku-san. Right now. So I should try to open myself up to her a bit more.
わかりました。これからは何があっても翡翠ちゃん、あ、いや、ちゃん付けはさすがに恥ずかしいんで、翡翠の名前を呼びます。
はい、それは大変ようございます。
Kohaku-san says her farewells and heads downstairs. I say a silent prayer to my savior, the nightingale of the Tono residence, and return to my room. Rice balls, huh? Kohaku-san made them, so they must be pretty tasty.
The
first thing I did after I got back was wolf down the rice balls that Kohaku-san made for me. When I'd finished, Hisui came by to tell me that the bath was ready. By the time I came back from my bath, it's 9 o'clock in the evening. It's a bit too early to go to bed. I have nothing at hand to read other than a textbook. I'm not even that tired today. Rather than wasting time, I decide to... What's the choice? Go to the living room and talk to Akiha. So let's visit Akiha in the living room. Okay. Okay. It's only been one day, and I've already offended Akiha. It's not like this is going to make up for my actions, but I want to have a casual chat and get a bit closer to her. Or at least, I want to try and break down some of the painfully prickly barriers that currently stand between us. That said, timing is everything. It wouldn't be appropriate to visit a girl's room out of the blue, even if she's your sister.
そもそもあいつの部屋、どこだよって話だしな。東館の奥の方かな。
I'll have to ask Hisui or Kahoku-san next time I see them. For now, right. I'll go drop by the living room. Akiha supposedly likes to relax there after dinner, so I might be able to catch her there.
一日ぶりだね、四季君。
Oh,
一晩経って、遠
not
野に戻ってきた
you.
実感は出てきたかい？
I stifle the urge to cry out in surprise. Saiki Goto, the bandage-wrapped fiend that I met yesterday, is in the living room.
こんばんは。佐伯ゴートさんでし
佐伯だけでいい。
Hmm.
名前というものは認めるに値する人間にしか口にされたくないものだからね。
Damn. Okay, whatever. He replies with a mocking smile playing about his lips.
少し驚きました。こんな時間に来訪ですか？
Without rising to the bait, I respond with a platitude. I still don't know the first thing about him. I need to try and figure out what kind of person he is so I know how to handle him.
こんな時間？ああ、消灯前だったか。 牧久氏が残した悪い伝統の一つだな。0時を迎える前に屋敷の火を落とし、住民に眠りを強要する。彼は夜を嫌悪していた。いや、正確には夜に起きることか。ここは洋館としての作りも土地が持つ歴史も素晴らしいものだが、この決まりだけはいただけない。遠野家の当主が夜から目を背けるなぞ。
それが何か。夜通し騒ぐよりははるかにマシな規則ですけど。
I have my own problems with how early the lights go out, but I couldn't stop myself from snapping back at him. His insult was aimed at Makihisa, but to me it feels more like he's insulting Akiha, the new Tono family head.
勘に触ったかね。結構少しは立場をわきまえているようだ。感動された身であっても父親の名誉を守る。牧久氏はいい息子を持ったな。
こんな時間に来訪するのは非常識ではと聞いているんですが。
非常識ではないよ。遅めの仕事を終えて自分の家に帰ってくる。これはごく自然な日常では。
Now I'm confused. I'm returning to my own home? Is he saying that he lives here? But yesterday he's definitely said he wasn't a relative of the Tono family.
失礼。少々気の早い返答だ。私はよそ者だ。宿泊用に部屋を与え。
Can't agree with. I mean, he's not even related to us. So he's just creepy. With a chuckle, Saiki Goto gets up off the sofa. Seems to be planning to leave the living room.
今夜は部屋に資料を取りに来ただけだよ、四季君。仕事を終えてというのは嘘でね。宗谷の都市開発はこれからだ。まだ片付けなくてはいけない案件が山ほどある。
Are you a
今夜
developer?
は寝ずの番と
Is
い
that
うやつ。
okay?
私が牧久氏を非難したのはこういうことだ。現代のビジネスに昼も夜もない。夜になれば朝を待つだけなんて身の毛もよだつ方針だ。いつまでも前時代の気分で会社を回されては、これを引き継ぐ者が迷惑する。
No, I got these scars. Urban development. Construction. It's true. Saiki Goto exits the living room. Not long after, I hear Kohaku-san's voice coming from the lobby. She's probably escorting the guests to the door. Taking over the company, I'm not sure what kind of relationship Saiki Goto had with my dad, but judging by how he spoke, I doubt it was particularly amicable. I feel an inexpressible sense of unease. I'll leave the chat. I'll leave the chat? Leaving the chat, goodbye. I'll leave the chat with Akiha for another time. I decide to go back to my room and rest quietly tonight. It's 10 o'clock. The lights turn themselves off automatically without me having to do anything. It seems like all the lights except the ones in the office are programmed to switch off at this hour. You can turn any of them on again just by flickering the switch, but apparently that's reserved for emergencies only. If I use the table lamp provided, people will probably notice that I'm staying up late. On top of that, leaving your room after 10 o'clock is expressly forbidden.
こっそりスタンドライトでも買ってくるとか?
These days, there are foldable lamps the size of a mobile phone. With one of those, I could stay up as long as I want after lights out.
ま、必要はないか。基本、夜は寝るものだし。
It's true, the night is for sleeping.
試験期間の時なら、就寝時間も伸ばしてもらえるだろう。
I change into the provided nightwear and crawl into bed. Ever since the accident, I've felt oddly reluctant about lying down to sleep. Especially when my bed is this soft. Essentially comfortable sleeping positions bother me for some reason. Back when I was at the Arima house, I used to drive Keiko-san up the wall. She said that even though I was a deep sleeper, I wasn't the type of kid who would fall asleep on their own.
よし、寝るか。
I tell myself out loud even though it's something that's ought to come naturally. I take off my glasses and close my eyes. It was only when I was a child that I had trouble sleeping. Now, if I close my eyes like this, I can fall asleep just like anyone else. Ow! I can hear something out there. Each cry ringing out, then dying away like a breaking wave. It's the howl of an animal, too high-pitched to be a wild dog. Gee, what are you doing outside? Oh my god! It's ringing in my eardrums. Is it howling at the moon? It's an unpleasant sensation. The howl is headache-inducing. The sound does not stop. The echoes ricochet around my skull, like bullets fired directly into my brain. I open my eyes and put on my glasses. I can still hear the dog howling outside my window. The clock has just struck 11. To say it's disturbing my sleep would be putting it mildly. I can hear the dog's howl coming from all the way outside the mansion. If this keeps up, I'm not gonna get any sleep.
仕方がないか。犬がうるさいなんて、警察に電話しても取り合ってもらえないだろうし。
I get out of bed and change back into my school uniform. Surely everyone else is having trouble sleeping too. I'm the only man in the mansion, so I guess it falls to me to go find out what's going on here. Yeah, you go, guy. I leave the mansion. Everything outside is still, almost as if the night had frozen over. The moon is hidden behind the clouds. Even the light from the street lamps appears to have congealed, like paint drops on a canvas. Oddly enough, the howling sounds quieter now that I'm out here. Maybe it's just starting to die down. Whatever the case, I don't care. The noise is more painful to my mind and eyes than to my ears. Just listening to it is enough to put my heart into overdrive from a sense of visceral repulsion. My legs feel heavy as I start walking. Palms sweaty, arms spaghetti. I start to lose feeling in my fingertips. Suddenly,
I notice that my breath is white. The area around the mansion has fallen even quieter. It feels as if everything has come to a standstill. My silhouette is the only thing that moves in this frozen world. I feel thirsty for some reason. The meandering road next to the tall walls around the mansion stretches on endlessly into the night. Warming my numb fingers with my breath, I walk in the direction of where I assume the dogs are gathered.
Spooky boy.
My thoughts come to a halt. There's something under the street light in the distance. Something that I have never seen before. Something that, ordinarily, I should never see. Something inexplicable. A dissolving dog. Is that a drawn blade? What is that? A dissolving howl. What is that? A piercing blade. What is that? It's the scream of a madman.
Yeah, this is the spooky thing that happened on this day. So this is still the same, this part. Things after, only and in between, a bit different though.
Or maybe that of a typhoon. After the ear-splitting sound waves have passed, the howling is gone, as is the dog itself. It's like it never existed in the first place. It dissolved away without leaving so much as a trace. And is this an illusion? Is what I'm seeing now a hallucination or a dream? Then is that an illusion? There, under the streetlight slicing through the darkness, stands some incomprehensible thing. Is that a coat? But the coat-wearing silhouette shows no sign of noticing me as I stand frozen in place. I'm thirsty. My whole body is sweating. The night air sticks to my skin. It's not like there's anything wrong with my surroundings, and yet everything feels stifling. Like I'm at the bottom of the ocean.
This hot in Holland.
Okay.
I hear the sound. So this is Vrov. Okay. I hear the sounds of a distant foreign country. A sudden dizziness assails me, and I almost pass out. I put all my strength into my staggering legs and manage to stay on my feet. And then... all I see before me is the usual quiet road. I breathe a sigh of relief, my lungs greedily taking in the air. I didn't realize it, but it seems I haven't been breathing properly since I left the main gate. I don't hear the howling anymore. I leave the illusionary fever dream I just witnessed behind me. I'm back in my room. I didn't see any signs that anything else had woken up. It seems like I was the only one who couldn't stand that dog's howling. What's that? My head still hurts.
あれなんで震えてるんだろう
When I look at my fingers, I realize they're trembling. My whole body's shaking, and my back feels so cold. If I had to describe how it feels, it's like my spine has been ripped out and replaced with an icicle. I feel dizzy and lightheaded. Maybe it's just my usual anemia. I feel like my consciousness is being dashed against the ground, brain and all. Amidst all this, I notice something unsettling. Even though I'm wearing my glasses, I can still see those lines.
Increasing nausea overwhelms my eyes. It's the pent-up weight of the 7 years I've spent trying not to look at them. My mind is overwhelmed by this sight. I feel sick, combined with the dizziness from the anemia. I feel like I'm about to throw up at any moment.
嘘だろ。どうなってるんだ。
I really don't know. But as long as I keep my eyes open, I can't help but see these scribbles.
悪い夢だ。
I somehow make it into bed. Yeah. In that case, I should just go to sleep. It's the quickest way to negate what I'm seeing. My body won't even do as I tell it. I'll just stay as I am, still as a corpse. I just need to go to sleep, like a puppet with broken strings. Shave. Sit down to write that. Day 3. Inversion impulse. I'll do a little bit of day 3. Probably up to when we go to school. Because day 3 is quite long, if I remember correctly, about 3 hours. So, what's happening? Sensei once told me something. She said that what I can see are the lines along which things are most easily broken. To use the body as an analogy, they're like joints prone to fracturing. Or soft eyeballs. If I run a blade along the lines, there's no friction, no resistance. I can sever anything without the slightest force required. They aren't limited to the human body either. These lines appear equally on everything. I can see whether it's... blah, blah, blah. These lines appear equally on everything I can see, whether it be vegetable, animal, or mineral.
よく聞いてね、シキ。あらゆるものは壊れてしまうという運命を内包しているの。形がある以上、こればっかりは逃れようのない前提でしょ。
In other words, the world itself is a brittle patchwork that could unravel at any moment. Since these scribbles run across the ground as well, that means there's a chance that it too could suddenly come apart, and everything on it destroyed. Or at the very least, that's how it works in the world I see.
そして、私たち人間はさらに細かく壊れやすい。怪我も回復も、老化も成長も、流星も衰弱も、すべては終わりに近づく変化だから。
When I understood what she had meant, I gained a whole new level of appreciation for the glasses she had given me. I mean, who wouldn't? If I had to see those lines all the time, I wouldn't have been able to I wouldn't have been able to go on living at all. What good is there in being able to see these things? These lines along which things are most easily broken. This world in which nothing is guaranteed to hold together. There's not a single benefit to it, is there? I awake from my reverie, sensing the morning light on my closed eyelids. I keep my eyes closed as I run my hand over the nightstand. What the... Where are my glasses? Feeling uneasy, I grope around the right-hand side of my bed just in case, and immediately find them. I usually keep them on the left-hand side, but given how bad my headache was last night, I suppose it's not out of the question that I mixed them up. I put on my glasses before opening my eyes. If someone were watching, they'd surely think it's a peculiar tic, but I like to avoid looking at the lines as much as possible.
おはようございます、シキ様。
When I turn to face the sound, I see that someone was watching. There's a young maid standing against the wall. She's so unobtrusive that I didn't even notice her, but it seems like she's been there for a while. She must have come to wake me so that I wouldn't oversleep. Same as she did yesterday.
そっか、ごめん。驚くのはおかしかった。おはよう、翡翠。起こしに来てくれてありがとう。
それが私の役割ですから。どうかお気になさらないようお願いします。
Isui solemnly bows, but as she does so, she suddenly stops moving and swiftly raises her head.
いえ、驚かすのが仕事ということではなく、
No, I got that. It's okay.
明日は四季様を驚かせないよう努力いたします。
And she's a maid with something subtly off about her. I can't quite put my finger on it. She's able to perform her duties as a maid flawlessly, but I get the sense that she isn't really accustomed to socializing.
いや、翡翠には何の問題もないと思うよ。
Hydration.
まだ慣れていない俺が悪いんだ。
When I get out of bed, I realize that I'm wearing my pajamas. I'm pretty sure I changed as my uniform when I went to investigate the howling, and that I collapsed straight into bed when I came back.
おかしいな。
Oh.
俺、制服のまま眠ったと思うんだけど。
はい。あのままではお体に悪いので、姉さんに来てもらって、寝巻きに着替えさせていただきました。
Okay. Isui explains the situation as if it were nothing out of the ordinary. I see. She changed my clothes for me. Sleeping in your uniform won't necessarily make you sick, but it will make your uniform all wrinkled. And there's no denying that pajamas are more comfortable. That attention to detail is just what you'd expect from a Wait a minute.
着替えだって。
I hardly examine my pants and underwear. The pants are from a brand new set of pajamas, and my underwear also seems to be fresh off the rack.
翡翠。
はい。何でしょう。
気を使ってくれたのは嬉しいんだけど、これからは何としても起こしてくれ。着替えっていうのは、ほら、やっぱり自分でやるものだし。
I'm so embarrassed by what's happened that I can't help but avert my gaze. So he simply nods at me, her expression blank.
学校の制服はそちらに畳んであります。
Okay, thank you.
着替えがお済みになられましたら、今においでください。
普通なら気がつくもんだけど、そんなに疲れてたのか。
Building on the past isn't going to change anything. I should get dressed quickly and have breakfast. My school uniform is neatly folded and the shirt is crisply ironed. When I put my arm through the sleeve, it feels like it's brand new. Akiha and Kohaku-san are in the living room. Akiha seems to have already finished her breakfast and is elegantly enjoying some tea. What do? Greet Akiha. Okay.
やあ、おはよう、アキハ。
I decide to greet Akiha first.
おはようございます、兄さん。挨拶に覇気が見られませんが、昨夜はきちんと眠れましたか？今にも倒れそうな顔をしていますが。
あいにくこれが地顔だよ。朝から覇気に満ちた挨拶とか、俺に期待しないでくれ。
Ignoring what happened last night for the moment, I'd appreciate it if she didn't label me as a delinquent night owl off the back of a single greeting.
おはようございます、四季さん。朝食でしたら食堂でお出しいたしますので、いつでもお声掛けくださいね。
Kohaku-san's soothing comfort provides a stark contrast. They may as well be the north wind and the sun.
ありがとうございます。でも、アキハはもう済ませたのか？見たところ食後のお茶みたいだけど。
当然です。兄さんがどんな時間に起床しようと構いませんが、せめて朝食ぐらいは余裕を持って済ませてください。7時を過ぎて朝食をとるなんて、たるんでいる証拠です。
What do you mean?
I have to fight to stop myself from pointing out that eating around 7 o'clock is perfectly normal. And again, there isn't a damn thing that's normal about this house.
そういう秋葉は何時に起きるんだよ。
5時には起床しますけど。何か
Why?
すみません。参りました。
Seeing her act like that unthinkably abnormal Seeing her act like that unthinkably abnormal answer is par for the course has taken some of the wind out of my sails. I've never heard such a perfect response.
参りましたとは何に対してですか？
いや、なんでも。にしても、そんな早くに起きてどうするんだ？遅刻対策か？
ですね、よほどのトラブルがない限り、時間に遅れるなんてことはありません。
Of course, of course.
兄さんの学校はここから徒歩で30分ほどなんでしょ？そう遠くない場所なんですから、遅刻なんかしないでくださいね。
Jeez, she's prickly as ever. Unfortunately, everything she said was also right, so I don't really have any room to argue back. It's only natural for Akiha to be concerned about the reputation of the Tono family. In fact, as the family head, she's obligated to do so.
はいはい。成績はともかく、遅刻はしないよう心がけるよ。夜更かしも。
Mid-sentence, I remember what happened last night. I'm not the type to stay up late, but if something keeps me up all night, then it's all the same in the end.
なあ、秋葉。昨日の夜のことだけど、ここって毎晩ああなのか？
はい。
だから、昨日の夜の話だよ。あれじゃあ、秋葉たちだって眠れなかっただろ。
昨夜はきちんと熟睡できましたけど、何の話でしょう？
The dogs.
何の話かって、犬の話に決まってるだろ。夜の11時頃、野犬が吠えっぱなしだったじゃないか。
Akiha and Kohaku-san exchange glances, and then stare at me with a concerned look in their eyes. I can't believe it. They're acting like I'm some sort of somnambulist. Somnambulist? What the heck does that mean?
いえ、秋葉には聞かない。琥珀さん、昨日の夜はうるさかったよね。
どうなんでしょうか。確かに昨夜は風が強かったとは思いますけど、深夜の見回りで発見した異常は四季さんが制服のままベッドの上で眠っていらしたことぐらいですよ。
ああ、それですか。これからは気をつけます。
何かあったの、琥珀？いえ、別に何もありませんでしたよ。ちょっと四季さんの寝相が悪かったというだけですから。
With a smile on her face, Kohaku-san dodges Akiha's question.
本当に二人とも気がつかなかったのか？昨日の夜、30分ぐらい外で野犬が吠えてたのに。ワンワンワンワン、そりゃうるさいったらなかった。
はあはあ、それはワンワンパニックですね。
No! I can't quite tell by her reaction whether she believes me or not.
まあ、わかりやすく言うと、そういうこと。
私はそんな覚えはありませんけど。琥珀もないでしょ？そうですね。四季さんには申し訳ないのですが、
You don't think that happened?
そのようなことはなかったと思います。決まりね。あと考えられるケースと言ったら、
No.
兄さんは犬に吠えられる夢でも見ていたと。
Now that both of them have denied it, I'm no longer so sure about it myself. Thinking back on it, it doesn't make any sense that I'd be able to hear howling. There weren't any dogs outside in the street. I'm pretty sure there was nobody in the street. I'm starting to believe that what they said is true. Maybe it really was a dream.
兄さんはまだ屋敷に慣れていないから、そんなたちの悪い夢を見たんでしょう。そうですね。今夜も野犬に吠えられるようでしたら、とびっきり獰猛な番犬でも飼うことにしましょうか。
Yeah, it'd be pretty cool. A sadistic smile plays across Akiha's lips.
私は時間ですので、お先に失礼します。兄さん、登校中に
You
犬に襲わ
bully.
れないよう気をつけてくださいね。
Akiha gracefully leaves the living room. After giving me a small bow, Kohaku-san also leaves the living room in order to go see her master off. After having breakfast in the dining room, I go out to the lobby. Hisui trails after me carrying my bag. I've told her it was capable of handling. I told her I was capable of handling my own bag, but she insisted on carrying it at least as far as the door. I seem to have a weak spot not only for Akiha but Hisui as well. On second thought, it would be more accurate to say I have a soft spot for Hisui. I end up losing to Akiha because everything she says is correct, and so I can't come up with anything valid. Counter-arguments, it all doesn't help that Tono Akiha simply outranks Tonoshiki. But Hisui is the complete opposite. I'm technically in a position of power over her, but I don't think I could actually wield that power to my advantage. I don't know why, but when she stares at me, I feel like listening to whatever she has to say.
四季さん、四季さん、ちょっと待ってください。
I hear a flurry of footsteps as Kohaku-san comes rushing down from the second floor. Sui steps aside as soon as Kohaku-san arrives.
あれ、琥珀さんは秋葉と一緒じゃなかったの？
秋葉様はお車で学校に向かわれますから、今朝は四季さんにお届け物があるので屋敷に残らせていただいたんです。
お届け物って俺に？
はい、昨日有馬家の方から荷物が届いたんですよ。
Kohaku-san gives me a wide grin.
いや、俺は自分の荷物は全部持ってきたよ。もともと向こうで使ってたのは有馬の家のものだったから、自分のものなんて着てる服ぐらいで。
そうなんですか？こちらが届けられたお荷物ですけど。
Kohaku hands me a thin wooden box, about 20 centimeters long. It doesn't weigh much.
琥珀さん、俺はこんなの見たこともないんだけど。
四季さんのお父様の遺品とのことですけど、四季さんに譲られるようにと遺言があったとか。
あの親父が俺に？
Now that's hard to believe. How would Tono Makihisa, the man who kicked me out of this mansion 7 years ago, leave me a parting gift?
まあいいや。琥珀さん、これ部屋に置いておいて。
Kohaku-san is staring intently at the wooden box. She's acting like a child with her heart set on a toy. No, she is a child.
わかりました。中身が気になるんですね、琥珀さん。
いえ、そんなことはないですよ。
Okay, it's fine if I don't open
ただ
it.
どんな贈り物なのか興味があるだけで。
No, you're more than just a little curious. You mischievous maid.
なら開けてみましょう。せーの。はい。
The wooden box opens with a hollow sound. Inside is a thin iron rod about 15 centimeters long.
鉄の棒だ。
It isn't particularly fancy, and shows signs of being very well used. My father must have really hated me if this antique is all he left me as a memento. Plus, I'm pretty sure the iron bars my father worked with were thicker and more rugged.
違いますよ、四季さん。これ果物ナイフなんじゃないでしょうか。
Kohaku-san takes the iron rod out of the box.
ほら、飛び出しナイフってあるじゃないですか。あれと同じみたいです。せーの。
With a metallic click, a blade about 10 centimeters springs out of the rod. Huh. There really is a knife.
中の構造は今風のようですが、外側は随分と古いものみたいですね。ほら、裏に年号も書かれています。
Kohaku-san retracts the blade and hands me the knife. She's right, there are some words carved into the bottom of the grip. The character for 7, next to it the character for night.
姉さん、これ年号じゃない。七つ夜と書かれているだけよ。
Wheeling around, I see that Hisui has been silently peering at the knife from behind me the entire time.
びっくりした。脅かさないでくれ、翡翠。そんな後ろから覗かなくても、見たければ、ほら。
Oh.
失礼いたしました。その担当があまりに綺麗でしたから、つい。
綺麗？これ、綺麗って言うかな。どっちかっていうと鈍いというか、古臭い感じだけど。
So mean. It's nice.
そんなことはありません。由緒正しいことだと思います。
そうなの？俺にはガラクタにしか見えないけど。
Still, after hearing Hisui say that with such conviction, I'm beginning to feel the same way. Yeah, maybe this isn't such a bad memento after all.
7つ夜ですか。その果物ナイフの名前でしょうかね。
I don't think many people name their knives. Whatever it is, it's definitely an antique. I retract the blade and put the knife in my bag. It's a violation of the Weapons Act, but hopefully the authorities will let it slide just for today. I'll show it to Arihiko later, and brag about it. Well, assuming he actually bothers coming to school.
シキ様、お時間はよろしいのですか？
まずい、そろそろ行かないと間に合わないか。それじゃあ琥珀さん、届け物ありがとう。
Kagu-san humbly accepts my gratitude and waves us goodbye. Exiting the front gate of the mansion, I notice an unusually flurry of activity.
なんだろう。なんかあっちの方騒がしくないか。
それが、今朝方あちらの路面で血痕が発見されたそうです。
血痕？血の跡ってことか。
はい。屋敷の塀にも血の跡がありました。シキ様がお眠りの間、警察の方々が昨夜の様子を尋ねにいらしたようです。
それって、人が死んでたとか？
いえ、発見されたのは血の跡だけだそうです。
The road that runs along the east side of the property. It's the area I went to check on last night. Bloodstains. Vicious spatters of crimson. I can confidently say there were no signs of that conspicuous color last night. At any rate, there was only black. Only the biting cold. Not even the slightest hint of the warmth of blood existed.
シキ様。
いや、なんでもない。それじゃあ行ってくるよ。見送りありがとう。
行ってらっしゃいませ。どうか。
So he bows deeply. I'm only going to school, so I don't think I have too much to worry about. Still, I'm sure she's just concerned about my health in her own way.
ありがとう。なるべく気をつける。翡翠も気をつけて。
With a quick wave of my hand, I thank Hisui and leave the main gate behind.
I think we wrap up here. At the school. Okay.
Oh, nice progress for today. Continue this very soon. Yeah, because day 3 is quite long. So,
I won't be able to do it all today. So, yeah!
thank you all for coming. If it is night, have you a wonderful night. If it is morning, you have a brilliant morning. I've been your Julius and overheated. We've been enjoying Tsukihime. It's nice to get back to this. It's relaxing and enjoying to read a visual novel again.
I miss doing it.
So it's pretty good. It's pretty good. But yes, thank you all for coming. Regards next stream will probably be on Monday. And what it'll be, I'm not too sure. But I'll post the details on Twitter.
So yeah.
Thank you all for coming. I'll see you guys next time.
Goodbye! Wow. No, want the chill song. Baba Booey, Ciel's a chungus.